Hey, welcome to JD's Guidance. Friends, I have come with another video of time value of money where we are talking about annuity. In our previous video, we have seen what is time value of money and what is discounting, what is compounding, how to discount using formulas, how to do discounting using tables, similarly how to do compounding and how to do the same with the help of a table. Friends, in this video, we are talking about annuity. Annuity is equal sum of cash flows which comes in a recurring way. For example, you have taken up a bank recurring deposit. As the name itself tells you, it is recurring. So every year you are paying to the bank for some number of years. I make it simple. For example, you are depositing 5,000 every year. 5,000 every year. Okay, and this you are doing up to say 10 years, 5,000, and you want to know what is its future value. Okay, now you will tell that why not we do it as we have done in our last video, that find out future value of this, find out future value of this, find out future value of this and sum them all. Yes, you can do this, but it will be a very tedious job. When you have equal sum of money, you need not do this, but when you have mixed somewhere 2,000, somewhere 2,500, that time you can go for doing individually and then summing them all. Now when we have this type of situations where you have a recurrent, means the same amount is recurring at a regular interval or periodic interval, then you need not do it separately. Rather, you may use the formula of future value of annuity. Friends, what we are doing is very practical, because when we are depositing money in a recurring deposit for 10-20 years, we want to know end of the years what is the value of that money, because calculation is complex, because your interest is getting compounded. When you are doing future value of annuity, this is future value of annuity of a sum of money 5,000. A stands for the cash or annuity value. Annuity means the equal cash flows, or you can say cash flow, which is equal, right? So I will put 5,000 here and I will multiply with this. This is known as the compounding factor. This is known as the compounding factor. Right? So what is compounding factor? Compounding factor is the factor with which we multiply the value of annuity to know the future value of annuity. So the idea is 1 plus R is the rate of interest, N is the number of years, divided by rate of interest minus 1, you will get the future value of annuity. Right? And I think it is very obvious that when you are depositing some money recurrently and you want to know what would be the future value, use this formula, you will get it. So this part is the annuity factor, or sorry, compounding factor, multiplied with the value of annuity, you get future value of annuity. Friends, sometimes you are being given a situation when the future value is known, okay, and you have to find out how much to get this much you need to save. Right? Here you are saving 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. This is not known. Only the future value is given. Right? So in that case, I think you will just use the formula. Here this factor, if I call it as a compounding factor, so A into compounding factor is your future value of annuity. Right? So when you are not given this, you can just divide this compounding factor with the future value of annuity. You will get the value of annuity that you need to keep in order to get that amount of future value. Right? Similar is the present value of annuity. Present value of annuity means maybe this person is saving 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. You want to know altogether after 5 years he is getting some money. What is its present value? What is the value of the annuities of 5,000 being carried out for 10 years at some rate of interest? You want to know the discounted value of this. So what is the worth of this? So if he has to know, he will use this formula. Friends, you can see this is the present value of annuity multiplied by is equals to A into this factor is known as the annuity discount factor. This is known as annuity discount factors. Annuity discounting factors or discount factor. Okay, so this factor, if you multiply with the annuity, you will get the present value of annuity. Friends, sometimes it happens that you have to repay some loan after 10 years of time, or you have taken a loan of 10 years repayable after 10 years. sorry, you have taken a loan of 10 lakhs repayable after 10 years. How much should you invest so that after 10 years you are able to recover this? So you will find out, you will have to find out that if the present value is known, that you have taken a loan of 10 lakhs, okay, present value is known to you that it is 10 lakhs, and you know that this is the compounding annuity discount factor. You can put it in the formula and find out what is the value of annuity. In other words, if present value is known to you, you simply have to write that present value of annuity divided by, if you divide this annuity discount factor, then you will get the value of annuity. That means you have to keep how much in order to redeem a loan. This you can find out. Friends, that's all for ordinary. I just want to tell one thing, that this is ordinary annuity. There is another annuity called annuity due, and there is a little change in the formula, nothing more. So ordinarily you are supposed to know what is annuity, a simple stream of receipts that recurs in a particular periodic interval, and this you are interested to know what is the future value of annuity, what is the present value of annuity. Friends, let us now see, if I don't have this formula in mind, how will I calculate the present value and future value of annuity? The idea is very simple. I will have to know that future value of annuity is nothing but annuity into this part, as I called it as compounding factor, and present value of annuity is nothing but annuity into this part that I call it as a annuity discounting factor. So I just have to know this factor in order to know the present value and future value. This you can find out from the table. Let's see how to see the table of annuity. Friends, you can see in the table it is written the compound value of annuity of 1 rupee. Compound value, as you know, is nothing but the future value. So if you want to know what is the future value of annuity, which you are doing it for 5 years and for 10%, this is the last column, which is 10%. You can see it is 10%, and you can see the 5 years. After 5 years you are getting 345, which is 6.105. so this is the future value of annuity. Or you can say that after, see, you can see 10%, 1 2 3 4 5, this is 6.105. So you can see, you can say this, that if 1 rupee is the value of annuity, means 1 rupee you are saving, then after 5 years at the rate of 10% you are supposed to get how much? So 6 points, that value you are getting after 5 years. Same thing is for present value. So the name of this table is the compound value, which is nothing but the future value of annuity. Now we will refer to the present value of annuity. Friends, you can see that the table title is the present value of annuity of 1 rupee. You can go to 10% and find out 1 2 3 4 5, 5th year. So you can see the 5th year value is 3.791. So this is the present value of annuity. That means 1 rupee, if you are saving for 5 years, it should be 5 rupees, but it is getting discounted and it stands at 3 point something. That's all for today in this video. Friends, we will meet again in another video with a very interesting topic. Till then, goodbye.